Hi you guys, this is Creative by Design, and I want to get on real quick to actually do my random things video. Wow, like I got tagged in this like months and months and months ago, and I am very sorry that I have not taken the time to record this, but better late than never, right? So I am going to tell you guys a little bit about me. Yeah. And pretty much this video is going to be about a few random facts about myself. And I don't know, I wanted to do it in kind of an interview way. I'm such a person that's organized, and it's like everything has to be structured. And so for me to have to do a random video is very orthodox for me. But basically I had to share. Actually, the original tag was for 25 random things about myself, but who has that much time to just blabble and babble on about 25 things about their self? I don't think I'm such a narcissist as one may think, but I will share a few random facts about myself, and I also am tagging you to post a video response and let me know 5 to 25 things, random things about yourself. First of all, random fact number 1 is I leave the lights on when I go to sleep. Yeah, I do. Yeah, don't judge me, but you can judge me if you want. I don't care. But yeah, I leave the lights on when I go to sleep. I don't know why I do it. I'm not really scared. I think it's just the fact that when the lights is off, it means to me, it means to me that the room is deserted. There's nothing going on, and I don't know if it's psyche for me, but when the lights is on, it feels more warm and more welcoming. So I have like a really beautiful night light, and it's actually a lamp that has this beautiful glow, and I leave that on at night. Yeah. Next thing is I am a very passionate person. If I love you to death, and one of my passion is because I love you, I want to be around you all the time, night and day, day and night. But at the same hand, my personality does not allow me to do that. So people think that I can tend to be confusing, because one minute I may be like, you know, wanting to hang out and kick it with you, and then I go all the way to the right and I just want to be by myself and just not be bothered with anybody. And so my passion is extreme in both cases. I love you, but same time I kind of pull away from people a lot. And so I'm a very passionate person. When I love you, and when I hate you, which I don't think I hate. I'm a very passionate person, and because I'm a passionate person, when I love all the way, and when I close the door on people, I close the door all the way. There's no middle line with me. Either you're on my good side or my bad side. There's no you fit is in between there, because that's not my personality, and that conflicts a lot with my relationships, my personal relationships with men and women, because of my passion. But at the same time, my introvertness, which I'm very introverted, which will be another random fact about me, causes me not to give people my fullness, because I don't know, I think it's a defense mechanism for me, and it's just part of my DNA, and I have learned to accept that. At first I used to make a big deal about, you know, why didn't I want to hang with the clique, and why don't I like hanging with big crowds? That's just not me. I am a very interpersonal person, and I am into people, but at the same hand, I like that reservation, and I like to have that space to myself. And I think that is some of the things that I really fight with, because eventually I am planning on getting married again, and I don't know, having that personality probably can be a conflict of interest for my future spouse. So that would be something that, you know, can't really say I'm working on it, because I won't actually know how to respond until I'm actually in the situation. So with that being said, my passion and my introvertness goes hand in hand. So I think me being so introvert balanced me from going over the board and over extreme in certain situations. Next, I hate when people ask the obvious. You know, like, why are you at the grocery? Hey, what you doing at the grocery store? What do people do at the grocery store? Hey, what are you doing at the movies? I don't go to the movies, you know. So I just really dislike when people ask obvious questions, you know. Go to a restaurant. They ask, would you like a table? No, we want to just have you put a carpet on the floor, and we're going to have a carpet for 5, you know. Why ask the obvious? I mean, really. The next random thing about me is I love being around people with a good sense of humor. And I wasn't always in this state. I never used to be the person that people probably wanted to be around. Actually, I was a very, very serious person and took life seriously. And it was just all about just work, and doing your best, and never just working and never playing, you know. And so as I begin to develop in my relationship with God and begin to find me and discover who I really was, I learned that that is not a happy way to live. And so I had made a vow to myself that I was going to begin to live. And that doesn't mean to be vicarious with my life, but to enjoy life, you know, to live, to love, and to laugh. And so one of the things that keeps me motivated and keeps me encouraged and keeps me going forth in my goal is to hang around the people that I wanted to become. And so God has put certain people in my life that are such joy to my life. They bring humor to it, laughter, and even some of my Facebook page friends, they are hilarious. The things they put in their stats, they have me in tears literally, and I'm just not LOLing and not LOLing. If I put LOL, I actually am cracking the heck up. So even if you guys are watching, I thank you. You have been such just giving me many stitches, and so, you know, it's made me to really become the person that I really was on the inside, which I myself think I have a pretty okay sense of humor, you know. And so to be around those other type of people, it just helps life, and it makes life easier. And even in serious situations that you can find laughter and humor in it, it goes a long way, you know. The next thing about Misty is I like to speak in third person a lot. So if you get text messages from me, or if you see some of my stats on Facebook, I kind of identify myself as Misty. And so I have a problem with Misty doing a third person about Misty. And so that is another random fact about me. Next random thing about me is that I have a small case of anemic, and so it's times if I don't take care of my body that it will trigger and act up. And I've noticed the older I've gotten, the side effects are really more extreme, where your body hurts, you're in pain, it aches and pains, and it's the real deal. And so I have to make a decision to consciously and consistently live a healthy lifestyle, and that's so hard with all this good junk food and all this loving food around me. Sometimes it's hard to stay on the right path for my health. And there are some things that trigger my anemic, and there's some things that can affect it more than others, and some foods that can block me from getting the actual vitamins and that I need to sustain my anemic. And so sometimes I kind of cheat on myself and cheat on my health, and it's not very funny at all. And at the same hand, I suffer with chondroitis. I mean, I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but basically it's a condition of inflamed cartilages in your ribs, and I've been suffering from this since I was about 15 or 16. I discovered that I was really tender around my rib cage area here. Your sternum goes down, and there's these little cartilages that go inside, and I suffer from the left side. And the doctor said that I probably suffer from the left side is because I'm left-handed, so I use more, it's more rigorous, and I use more pay more attention to the left side. So that goes hand in hand back to taking it easy and just not allowing stress to overtake my body, because a lot of times if you stress more, that it will trigger that inflammation around those cartilages, and it's very painful. I wouldn't put it on anybody. And there are times when I notice that I work out, eat right. I hadn't suffered from it from years, but lately I've been under a lot of pressure, and so it's been triggering up, and I've been in a lot of pain lately. But God is a healer, and so I still keep a smile on my face, and I still keep going forward. Okay, lastly, I guess, is that I hate possums. Oh my gosh, I hate possums. Just saying that word, just saying that word is freaking me out, man. I cannot stand possums. I mean, how do people keep those things as their pets? Those are the most disgusting things ever. And I think one of the things that have caused me not to like possums is when I was little, we lived by a graveyard, and the graveyard probably was within a 10 or 15 mile radius from our house. And so it wasn't like the graveyard was next door, but my mom was like, you know, them possums be going under those graves, eating those dead people. And so every time I see a possum or think about possum, I reflect to death. And so it creeps me out to just imagine that this little beast is going around eating people's bodies. And so that's just disgusting by itself, and it creeps me out. And so if I see a possum, I've gotten a lot better, but I'll just freeze up. And I can't move. And like my kids know, and you know, the people that know me personally know these things. And if you don't know, now you know. But I don't even want to talk about it no more. But that's another random thing about me. I do not like. So if you have like a possum as a pet or something, and you expect me to come over, you can forget that trip, because it is not happening. 5 random things. I think that was 5 random things about me. And now I am tagging you to do a video response of 5 to 25 things about yourself. Hopefully you would try to keep the video short, you know, because nobody wants to just see it, this extended video. But also I'm going to do like a blog, and I'm going to do more of like an interview after this video to follow. But I just wanted to keep my commitment and my vow that I was going to do this tag. And you know, it's hard to share things about yourself. Nobody wants everybody knowing those personal things about you, but these things are public personal things that I can display to you and that I can kind of share with you guys. You know, there are always other things that's going on that is to be kept and taken to the grave. But I appreciate you guys for watching my videos. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And the comments that I get, I do read them. I may not be able to respond because, and I don't know, I'm going to try to do better with that. But look forward to some future videos. I'm going to be doing a couple of looks here in a few that was requested, and so I'm going to try to keep my vows in that, and we're going to go from there. So I look forward to seeing you guys videos on 5 random things about you. I want to get to know you as well. I want to get to know the people that stop by my channel. I don't want to just see you as some code number, you know, skinny cat 58. I want to know who you are. And so just feel free to share that as a video response, and I look forward to seeing them soon. And as always, stay creative. God bless.